I know what you guys are thinking. Why in the slippery mittens are you talking about this guy, Baters? I mean, aside from looking like an unsolicited dick pic come to life, what could you possibly have against this guy? Well, I'm glad you asked, imaginary person I just made up to feel less lonely. I'm glad you asked. There comes a time when a cloud-chasing dirt squirrel takes things a bit too far. Just to trick toddlers and preteens with frontal lobe deficiencies into watching their garbage. Now, although there are lots of super talented, super interesting people who create content on YouTube, there is this small, maybe medium-sized, talentless group of hacks who would do anything for the admiration of 4-year-olds. Because they're not funny or interesting, and they're not overly intelligent or original, they will resort to gimmicks for notoriety. Yeah. Oftentimes, this comes in the form of misleading or ethically questionable content, like Elsa finger-banging a Ninja Turtle, or feeding shit to a homeless person. Yeah, that happened. Now, these clowns are all scuzzy, clout-chasing human garbage, but at the tippy top of that flimsy assortment of morally ambiguous dipshits sits this jumbo hat-wearing motherfucker. I mean, Imjaystation's hats are always just too big for his fucking head, aren't they? I mean, does he just go to a hat store and say, yeah, do you guys got anything here that's just way too big for my fucking head? Perfect, I'll take 100 of them. Also, do you guys know anywhere where I can find adult shoes that light up like I'm in kindergarten? Because I want people to know I'm a douchebag from a distance. Do you guys have that? Or do I need to go somewhere else? You know what I mean? Is there like a one-stop shop for fuckboys? Does that exist? No? Oh, okay. I gotta look around. Thanks. Now, some of you are probably wondering how Vanilla Ice's backup dancer made it to the top of my shit list. Well, allow me to illuminate. Who is Imjaystation? Well, he came up on YouTube and gained a following during the rise of prank channels, and although there are some beauty prank channels like Nelk, who are funny, clever, and have original bits, Imjaystation does not fall in that category. He got popular sneaking into businesses. That's right, being Ian motherfuckers, so that he could spend the night uninvited like the creepy fuck that he is. Obviously, this appealed to all sorts of people who watch YouTube, you know, but he really managed to strike a chord with preschoolers and people who wear adult diapers voluntarily. They love him. What's not to love? He would sneak into a place illegally and just rub his dick cheese on the sheets of Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, I made that last part up, but I can only assume the creepy shit this guy gets up to when he's off camera. You know what I mean? Anyways, long story short, he got charged for B&E and his other YouTube channel got taken down for doing illegal shit, as you can imagine. But that didn't stop Imjaystation. He was just getting warmed up. He had a taste for deception and bending the rules, and he knew his audience would believe anything that he told them. He could tell them that he used to be a mermaid, and they'd all be like, that's crazy, man. How hard was it transitioning to feet? His second channel on Imjaystation was still a clickbaity nightmare, but he really found his rhythm when he started pretending to speak to spirits at 3 a.m., also known as the witching hour. Yeah, I googled it. Now, although he was lying to credulous kids about speaking to poltergeists and shit, and having a possessed Kermit the Frog doll, that could all be chalked up to innocuous enough, right? Where it really starts to get morally ambiguous and ethically questionable is when he starts to exploit the deaths of others to clickbait his shitty content. Pretending to contact the late Etika and Mac Miller for views. What the fuck? Exploiting people's grief, superstitions, religion, and tragedy to get enough money to buy more shitty clothes. Now, he probably has to wear special underwear when he looks at the obituaries to stop his dick from hitting him in the face when he sees somebody famous. Oh my god! I'm gonna make so much money! He's fucked. Now, it doesn't stop there, though. He continues to be a sociopathic clout chaser when he does videos about buying shit off the dark web, including people. That's right, convincing his more gullible followers that he's actively participating in human trafficking. Awesome. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Then to top off this psycho's wet dream, he goes another step further and decides he's going to fake his girlfriend's death for views. Talk about bad karma. Now, he makes this stage video where he talks about his girlfriend getting killed by a drunk driver. Again, exploiting the grief of people who've actually been affected by such a tragedy. Again, he's doing all this to solicit a second channel with his girlfriend. Okay? Mint. Because why build a channel the honest way when you can trick grieving children to boost your figures? I mean, it's win-win. Now, if you didn't believe that this guy was a sociopath, then just watch the video. I mean, he's clearly a sociopath, as he doesn't even know where fucking tears come from. He spends the better part of the video wiping his eyebrows off because he's never actually cried before, because that would take empathy for someone other than himself.
She was on the way to pick up something for our video we were making on our second channel, Dream Team. She got it, guys. She's gone. She's gone.
So he's like an alien trapped in a human body trying to wonder what the fuck, how does it all work? You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, do they come from here? Is it here that they come from? No, Jay. No, bud. No. You fucking shit the bed on that one, Big Rig. Big time. Big time. He also spends 50% of the video pitching his other shitty channel, which oddly enough, didn't raise any red flags. Again, supporting the concept that his audience has no idea what the fuck is real and what isn't. Favorite part about this video was the ending, though. That was mint. In the ending, he just stops what he's saying and he's like, so anyways, just go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button.
Anyways, I'll probably post those videos on that channel, Dream Team. Link's gonna be in the description, guys.
Alrighty then. Okay. I wouldn't have been surprised if he was like, yeah, and come back next week when I kill off my parents because I need the money for a new inflatable penis pump. Something happened to my last one. It's obvious he will do anything for views. So how his girlfriend was not terrified during this whole experiment, I have no idea. I mean, imagine if the views just started pouring in. You know? Oh my god. You know what I mean? And he wanted to milk this dead girlfriend gold mine that he just stumbled upon, you know? But he couldn't have any loose ends. No, sir. Okay? She'd wake up one night and see this creepy fuck breathing over with a pillow in his hands, just like, hi. You know? Like, what the fuck? Now, later, after massive backlash, it came to light that this was all just a ruse. Yeah, to promote his second channel. And his girlfriend was in on it the whole time. They were like a little Bonnie and Clyde of Chicken Rugrats, these two. Wow, that is just... oh man, that is just precious. I'm glad that they could find something that they liked together. Misleading people. Misleading children. That's what we have in common. How did these two meet? On a special dating website called How to Fool a Toddler? You know what I mean? I like long walks on the beach and deceiving 4-year-olds. Yeah. You're perfect. Oh, you're so perfect. Anyways, a day later, he takes these videos down, and then he goes on a fucking rant about how he risked it all and his girlfriend left him. Oh no, boo fucking who. And then he's like really crying this time. Like he clearly stuck a pin in his eye or some shit. You know what I mean? Like rubbed onions in his face or something. I don't know. But honestly, I don't believe anything he says. I mean, she's probably in the background just like laughing and giggling and shit. I don't believe anything this guy says. I don't believe a word. He literally lies about everything. He has built a career on YouTube lying to a gullible audience, exploiting the misfortune of others, and capitalizing on tragedy. But what makes this whole situation 1,000 times worse is that he's been allowed to do it the whole time. Better yet, he's managed to excel on YouTube, possibly accumulating a small fortune while doing it. Now, YouTube will deem a channel bad business if a content creator swears or does edgy humor with no malicious intentions whatsoever. Comedy is put under a microscope where it has become almost non-existent on this platform. Adding levity to people's lives will cause you to struggle to survive on YouTube, but exploit tragedy, lie to children, and just generally be human garbage, and YouTube will suggest the shit out of your channel. That's the lesson here, kids. Now, YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and give you some free advice. Why not promote quality over quantity? You know, one great video with 20 million views is better than 20 garbage videos with 1 million views. See, it's simple math. grow teen and mature channels, and give real entertainers a chance to stand out. And above all, stop encouraging shady practices. This YouTuber was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Hence why I'm doing this face cam thing that I can't even look at. Because I just had enough. I had enough, you know what I mean? Like, it's like YouTube doesn't police their own platform, so it's like it's a responsibility of YouTubers to do it. Although I don't know you could classify me as that. With so many talented people in the world, it just puzzles me that this dummy can outshine any of them. Thanks for watching, guys.